which is a class on Caitanya Bhagavat. So can we know who all have joined today's call? So that we
Hare
can...
Krishna Mataji, this is Balavrinda. All going to see a Prabhupada and Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Balavrinda. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. You are such a beautiful devotee. Welcome to the call.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Srila Prabhupada. This is Preeti Vilasni Devidasi from Atlanta. Thank you, Balavrinda, for your very sweet chanting. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasni Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. Thank you, Mataji, for joining today's call. Welcome to the call. Thank you for all your services, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams, and glories to Srila Prabhupada, Maharaj, and all the assembled Vaishnavas. This is Kirti Dasa, and thank you, Balabunda, for your beautiful chanting of second chapter.
Hare Krishna, Kirtida Sundari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Please, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. Welcome to the call, Mataji, and thank you for all your classes and thank you for all your services, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Chinmay Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. Thank you so much, Mataji. Welcome to the call and thank you for all your services. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Neetu Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. Welcome to the call, Mataji, and thank you for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Srila Gurudev. This is Uma Pratap from India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Uma Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. Welcome to the call, Mataji, and thank you for joining every day from India, though it's late for you. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Krishna.
Mataji, Prabhuji is not yet joined. Shall I go ahead and read Srila Prabhupada's quote? It's 11 a.m. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, it's time for us to move on to the next part of our session, which is class on Caitanya Bhagavat. Before we start the class, I would like to read Srila Prabhupada's quote for today. The quote is, Hanuman was ordered to bring some medicine from some mountain. He was a monkey. He was animal. He did not know how to pick it up. Take the whole mountain, execute the order. And then Ramachandra and Lakshmana, they'll find out what is that medicine. This is Vaishnava. In one's own capacity, he should give the best service to the Lord. I'll repeat that last line, which is so instructive. In one's own capacity, he should give the best service to the Lord. This was said by His Divine Grace at Aligarh on October 9th, 1976. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Maybe we'll continue to chant Mataji till Prabhuji joins. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Prabhuji is joining. Hare Krishna, Ramgiridhari Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Srila Gurudev. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your time and your precious association. Today, His Grace Ramgiridhari Prabhuji will be talking on Caitanya Bhagavat, Madhya khanda. He's starting a new chapter for us, the 4th chapter, and Prabhuji will be talking about the first 10 verses. So, eagerly waiting, Prabhuji, to hear your realizations. So, please take over the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, and it was a pleasant surprise to get your all Sangha today. Thanks to Priti Vilasini Mataji to consider me as a servant for this session today. So we will start with an invocation prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Jaya Jaya Shri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. So we are starting the new chapter, chapter 4, the revelation of Nityananda's glories. We will be discussing the first 10 verses today. Nityananda Sammukhe Rakila Vishwambara Tinilena Nityananda Apana Ishwara. As Vishwambara stood in front of Nityananda, Nityananda recognized his worshipable Lord. Harishe Stambita Haila Nityananda Raya Eka Drishti Haya Vishwambara Rupa Chaya. Nityananda became stunned in ecstasy as he stared at the beautiful form of Vishwambara. Rasanaya lihena darshane pana Ujayena alingana nashikaye grigana. He appeared to be licking that beautiful form with his tongue, drinking it with his eyes, embracing it with his arms, and smelling it with his nose. Yei mata Nityananda haya stambita na bhale na kare kichu sabai vishmita. In this way, Nityananda became stunned. He neither spoke nor did anything. Everyone there was astonished. Ujilena sarva prana nata gaura raya Nityananda jhanaite Srijila upaya. Lord Gauranga, the life and soul of all, then devised some means of revealing the identity of Nityananda. Ingite Shivasa Prati Bhalila Tature Bhagavatera Eka Shloka Hata Kari Bhare. The Lord indicated that Srivas should recite the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhura Ingita Bhuji Srivasa Pandita Krishna Dhyana Eka Shloka Padilatvarita. Understanding the Lord's gesture, Srivas Pandita immediately recited a verse in glorification of Krishna's characteristics. Barha Pitam Natavaravaku Karnayo Karnikaram Vibradvasa Kanaka Kapisham Vaijayantim Chamalam Randran Venur Adara Sudya Purayam Gopa Vrindai Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishad Kirta Kirta Kirtihi. Wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, blue karnikara flowers on his ears, a yellow garment as brilliant as gold, and the Vaijayanti garland, Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest of dancers as he entered the forest of Vrindavana, beautifying it with the marks of his footprints. He filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd boys sang his glories. Sunimatra Nityananda Shloka Ucharanam Padila Murjitahanam Nahika Chetanam. As soon as Nityananda heard these words, he fell unconscious to the ground. Anande Murchita Haila Nityananda Raya Pada Pada Srivasere Gauranga Shikhaya. As Lord Nityananda lost consciousness in ecstasy, Gauranga instructed Srivasa to continue reciting. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakayam Chakshurun Militam Yenam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaham Nama Om Vishnu Padayam Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedantam Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are in for another exciting chapter. Finally, the entire team has reached Nityananda Prabhu. They have found him. Even though they have found Nityananda Prabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu really wanted to have the introduction to be really an effective one. A Vaishnava a holy place, spiritual master, the mercy of the Lord. They are all supposed to be revealed. You cannot actually really realize a Vaishnava just by seeing with our naked eyes. Somebody has to explain, reveal, show, explain. The holy place, they all have to be revealed. So, Nityananda Prabhu's glories is very, very vital, important, and very strategic for the Sankirtan mission. So, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, knowing everyone in Navadvipa, in his case, people had to change their opinion about him. Previously, they thought Nimai was a notorious, arrogant scholar. But eventually, when they saw Mahaprabhu's transformation, they immediately changed their opinion and started to follow him and be part of his secret Sankirtan mission. Now, Nityananda Prabhu, everybody has been told to search for him, by which they all would know Nityananda Prabhu is an important person. But that much is not enough. Gauranga Mahaprabhu wanted to really not state how great he is. He wanted to show, demonstrate how great Nityananda Prabhu is. As I mentioned in my last week's discussion, it is very interesting how Krishna teaches various things to his sincere followers. Krishna's pedagogy is very unique. In Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna asked the question, Krishna took him through an entire process. Interestingly, not enforcing anything on Arjuna, only giving prescription and also recommendations. He prescribed various things and he selected few things of his prescription and say, this is what I would recommend and strongly encourage you to follow. And finally, he left it to Arjuna's decision on how, in which way he wants to go. Whenever Narada Muni go and ask Krishna any questions, Narada Muni would always be directed for doing some experiment or doing some, project for him to get the answer. So this seems to be a very interesting approach. And here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also did not want to directly state. It would have definitely been effective. But he wanted to actually show. We would remember when we were studying Chaitanya Charitamrita. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Kashi Mishra's house or Tapan Mishra's house, either of ones, Sanatana Goswami had arrived. And Mahaprabhu knew that Sanatana Goswami was going to come. I don't know whose house, he was in Kashi Mishra, Tapan Mishra's house one day. Right. So, Sanatana Goswami already arrived and Mahaprabhu told, please go and find out. I have a guest waiting for me. So they went and checked outside and came back and said, nobody is waiting for you, Mahaprabhu. Then Mahaprabhu once again gave a description. You go outside, there will be a very simple, humble looking person outside of the house. Please get him inside. In fact, that person was waiting even before also. But because everybody had a preconceived understanding that the student, visitor, a devotee of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should be in such a specific form, shape, and look and feel. Everybody have got their own preconceived notions. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in no way wanted to have that impression given to all the followers. A similar thing has happened when Mukunda was glorifying about Pundarika Vidyanidhi to Gadadhar Pandit. Mukunda was glorifying how great devotee is Pundarika Vidyanidhi. The way Mukunda was glorifying, Gadadhar Pandit developed intense desire to go and see Pundarika Vidyanidhi. When they went, the scene, what was there, Pundarika Vidyanidhi was sitting in a very big throne, very palatial, mahal was there. He was chewing pan. Two women were fanning him. He had a very royal appearance. So in the mind, Gadadhar Pandit Prabhu was already thinking, is he the one that Mukunda was glorifying all the while? So he didn't even say, but by just the body language, Mukunda thought that I should reveal his identity. The same verse that Srivas Thakur had chanted here. Barha Pitam. It's a very famous verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, which describes about Krishna's beauty. This is the same verse, if I'm right. Mukunda also chanted. And what happened here? Where Nityananda Prabhu just heard the verse and fainted. And same way, Pundarik Vidyanidhi also fainted. He fell from the seat, fell unconscious. Then he developed several symptoms of a person in the stage of bhava. As I mentioned last week, one of the reflections, it is that the Lord reveals who is the Vaishnava, who is the spiritual master. And the spiritual master reveals the truth about the Supreme Lord. So this is a very transcendental, duo combination. So when Srivas Thakur chanted the verse, Nityananda Prabhu fell unconscious. This is just the beginning of how to introduce Nityananda Prabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, go ahead and further read. What is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is trying to establish? Because he knew all the people assembled there, they are not ordinary people. They understand Srimad Bhagavatam. They are all very good Vaishnavas. They know what is bhava. They know what is emotions. When they see the response to the Lord's glories, hearing of the Lord's glories, they will be able to immediately map that this person is not an ordinary person. His stature is up there. Because Nityananda Prabhu is part of the Sankirtan missions, is one of the pioneers. Sankirtanaika Pitarau. They are two fathers, Chaitanya and Nityananda are the two, pioneers for the Sankirtan mission. So it should be definitely a big form that Nityananda Prabhu is introduced, revealed to everyone in a very wonderful manner. A very wonderful manner. Several such instances we will see in Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Leela, where a Vaishnava is revealed by his gesture, by his response, the way he responded to a situation. Whether it is Vasudeva, the devotee who had leprosy in South India, whether it was Haridas Thakur, whether it was Kolavecha Sridhara, all those devotees, they neither went and claimed or proclaimed that they are great, nor the other person who knew him heart to heart left any stone unturned in glorifying. So this is Vaishnava tradition. A Vaishnava tradition is that as soon as you see senior wonderful Vaishnavas, we should be glorifying them. We should not over glorify beyond that you don't know. But you should glorify them enough. Just by glorifying them, our heart will get cleansed. So this Nityananda Prabhu's arrival is going to be an important milestone, because Mahaprabhu is going to have already started the Sankirtan mission. Enough of patience from Advaita Acharya and so many assembled members who wanted this mission to commence. And now that the important member of the team has arrived, now the Sankirtan party is going to get a very, fast track movement. And Nityananda Prabhu is going to reveal who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whatever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everybody knew. Whatever Nimai Pandita, everybody knew. Whatever Vishwambara, everybody knew. Nityananda Prabhu is going to reveal as well as intensify, excite the mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela. So this is very interesting. When Vaishnavas, when they come together, Machitta Madgada Prana Podayanta Parasparam Katayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanticha Ramanticha. When they come together, just by the virtue of them glorifying each other, just by the virtue of them talking about their Supreme Lord, just by glorifying their Master, they get utmost pleasure. All the sufferings, all the anomalies, all the difficulties, all the situations that otherwise the material world would have given gets immediately mitigated in that circumstances. That is why Bhaktivinoda Thakur is singing Shuddha Bhakata Charanarenu Bhajanahanu Gula Bhakata Seva Parama Siddhi Premalatikara Mula. So this revelation is a secret of spirituality. That is why in spiritual life, we are never interested in, we will never be able to, we can never be able to know the truth ourselves unless it is revealed. We will never be able to do service unless we are empowered. We never be able to mitigate our anarthas unless we are surrendering. It is not about skills. That no, I know the skills or I can do service. It is not like that. You have to be empowered to perform service. You have to be revealed about the truth. It is not about scholarliness. Just because somebody is a Sanskrit scholar, they can't understand the science of spirituality. That is why this knowledge is called Raja Guhyam. Very, very confidential. What is confidential? Everything is open. Millions of copies of Bhagavad Gita are already there. What is confidential? The confidential is what is the mood, intent, the message, between the lines, which the Supreme Lord, through the process of surrendering to the spiritual authorities, revealed to us. So neither scholarliness will give us information or reveal things, nor our skills will be able to make us a better servant. Neither just by some charity and so-called pious activities, we will be able to get rid of our anarthas. We have to surrender, we have to be revealed, and we have to be empowered. So, the first step is to be taken by us, by showing our intent. And the second step will be a response. Ye yata mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham. The way we show our interest, the way we show our intent, the way we express our attitude, we will be definitely reciprocated. Yesterday in our Bhagavatam class in the evening, we were discussing about this point. And as a part of explaining how to understand this scenario, I gave a very crude example. It's crude and please don't quote me wrongly. I'm not sure how many of you have used AI-driven tools like ChatGPT and various other things. Everybody proclaims that is a very good tool, very famous tool. It is giving you lots of information. But the fact of life is, it doesn't give information on its own. You need to learn to ask correct questions for you to get relevant answers. If the question is wrong, the answer will be slightly different than what you are expecting. So when we are approaching the Supreme Lord, when we are reaching out to great personalities, when we are in the association of wonderful devotees, the onus of trying to get the benefit of the association still resides with us. So if at all the credit has to be given to Bhagavad Gita, it is to be given to Arjuna by the way he approached. If Arjuna approached in a challenging spirit, if Arjuna approached in a doubtful spirit, if Arjuna approached in a scholarly spirit, the trajectory of the conversation would have been different. Arjuna approached in a desperate, humble, submissive, surrendered, and with no prejudiced spirit. So the Divya Dhyan was revealed. Not only what he asked for, but also all that is relevant for him to make an informed, conscious decision. And interestingly, Arjuna also did not behave like an honest fool. He behaved as a humble, thoughtful devotee. So in our progress to, the spiritual life, in our approach to spiritual life, one need to really learn to take advantage of the situation by tuning up ourselves, prepare ourselves. Unless you go and express your disease to the doctor will not be able to give you proper prescription. The doctor may be qualified to treat everything, but the doctor has to be told what exactly needs to be done. It is very important. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 15th chapter, there's a very nice explanation about irreligious practices. While explaining 5 types of irreligious practices are highlighted. Vidharma, Paradharma, Abhasa Dharma, Upadharma, and Chala Dharma. Vidharma meaning performing those religious principles obstructing from doing real occupational duties. Like, for example, Arjuna's desire to go to the forest. Some innocent, ignorant, foolish people will say, Arjuna had a noble thought. But Krishna scolded Arjuna, saying that you are speaking like a Pandita, but you actually do not know the difference between permanent and temporary things. Sashwat and Asashwat things. So many a times, in the name of spirituality, in the name of religious practices, we may try to misunderstand something else as truth and fall flat at them. The reason I am saying this list is the importance of revealing the truth, importance of the spiritual authorities in our life who helps us not only in presenting the fact, but also in recognizing that which are looking like truth. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains that there are several such aspects of devotional life which looks like devotion, but they are not devotion. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur proved this. Bhaktivinoda Thakur traveled all over Gauda Desha and revealed several bogus practitioners whose dress and address looked spiritual, whose attire and behavior and the setup, ashram setup, they looked glorious. But then they were all classified as apasampradayis. So one other aspect of needing to know who Nityananda Prabhu is, who Vaishnavacharyas are, it is a very important responsibility. Why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ask all the great personalities like Rupa and Sanatana, Haridas Thakur, Ramananda Rai? He had asked, he gave them several projects. Why? Because he knew in Kali Yuga, the glow of the real thing may be suppressed by the glow of the imitation ones. All that glitters are not gold. So all the fake ones, they will start glowing, and people with poor fund of knowledge may follow such people. If somebody has said, go to Vrindavana and find out Rupa and Sanatana, we would have not been able to recognize them. Because according to our understanding of Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, if Prabhupada had not given his detailed description and explanation about their glories, just by telling they are great saints, our understanding of how a saint should look like, the dress that he should wear, the ashram that he should live, you would have never ever be able to recognize who Sanatana Goswami was and who Rupa Goswami was. Because they gave up everything. Tyaktva Turna Masesha Mandalapati Shrenim Sadha Tuchavat Utva Dina Ganesha Kau Karunaya Kaupina Kantashikau. They gave up their sannyas robes. They gave up their tridanda. They gave up their janayu. They just wore a kaupin, a kamandalu, and they were kept on traveling. So they were eating very humble, simple food. In no way by our standard explanation of how a sadhu should look like, they would fit in there. And by our material external description. But when we read through the pages of Bhaktivedanta purports, you understand, wow, amazing devotees. So Nityananda Prabhu's glories, Nityananda Prabhu is wonderful. Once Nityananda Prabhu is part of the team, everybody will eventually get to know him in detail. But how to introduce him? There is going to be tears pravaha. Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are going to hug each other and cry and bathe each other with each other's tears. They are going to jump in ecstasy. They are going to scream and they are going to dance and dance and dance and dance and dance. The whole world is going to witness this. But before those external things, Mahaprabhu, just by chanting, making Srivas Thakur chant the glories of the Supreme Lord, he made a very important communication. Look at this person. Just by the name, just by describing the glories of the Supreme Lord, his external consciousness is frozen. So I was explaining how these irreligious practices, the dharma, trying to safeguard somebody, trying to deviate from the focal regulative principles, religious principles, by taking up a deviant one. Paradharma means overacting, in the sense that behaving way beyond one's qualification. A grahastha behaves as if he's a sannyasi. A sannyasi behaves, in the shoes of a grahastha, or somebody who is overstepping their duties and try to assume somebody else's duties amateurishly or incorrectly. Abhasa dharma, false fashion dharma, the show bottle religion. Upadharma, just by activities that are subservient to the main focal devotional progress. Chala dharma, misinterpretation of Vedic scriptures. All these things are prevalent in Kali Yuga, because people try to identify the bogus set of understanding, and in the process they will accept illusion as reality and reality as illusion. So hence it is important for us, and Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's core agenda is to uplift everyone from these irreligious, bogus practices, as well as from the clutches of Kali, from the claws of Kali, from the evil effects of Kali. Sankirtanaika pitarau kamalaya takshau vishwambarau dvijabarau yuga dharma palau. Yuga dharma palau means protecting, distributing yuga dharma, which is to chant the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There are several people who are doing that, which Bhaktivinoda Thakur found out. Several people were chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Several people were in the garb of devotees. But to make sure that one is a sincere practitioner, we need an extra endeavor with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's followers, they did an absolute service of protecting the sanctity of this bhakti movement. And Nityananda Prabhu is one of the important members of this bhakti movement. And when they looked at each other's beauty, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looked at Nityananda Prabhu's beauty, when Nityananda Prabhu looked at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's beauty, Sundara Kundala Nayana Vishala Gale Sohevai Janti Mala. This is the Vrindavan Leela that Balaram had seen. As Balaram, when Mahaprabhu was, in the mood of Balaram, last chapter, he tried to emulate Balaram's attitudes. Similarly, Balaram, he has witnessed Krishna in so many wonderful forms. But in Kali Yuga, we have assembled Sundara Bala Sachidhulala Nachata Shri Hari Kirtana Me Pale Chandana Tilaka Manohara Alaka Shobeka Polana Me. So many songs. As baby Nimai was beautiful, as Nimai Pandita he was beautiful, but now as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Sankirtanaika Pitarau, when Nityananda Prabhu is meeting him, he is all the more beautiful. He is stunned. There is a side Leela. I just want to touch base on this. That how Mahaprabhu is bringing everybody to the main agenda and assembling the entire team. So now the team is getting assembled for the mission. It's like how army men gather and get trained for a mission. Nityananda Prabhu has so far assembled everyone. Srivas Thakur, Mukunda, Gadadhar Pandit, Sridhara, several people have already, come into the group. Now Nityananda Prabhu is joining. So suddenly one day, I'm just, telling another episode which Jayapatak Maharaj narrated a long time back in Vrindavan. So what happened was, when Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, the entire team was there, when they were all planning out for a big Sankirtan, mission, suddenly one day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, in the mood of Krishna, hey, where is Sridama? Because they were all very strong, good buddies. When they all used to gather every day for playing, Sridama was extremely, extremely fond of Krishna. So, Balaram has come. So many other associates have come. So, Nityananda Prabhu, I don't know. The last I saw him is, he was in Vrindavan still. Because what happened was, every day, all the boys used to assemble in Bandirvan and different forests. On the day when Akrura took Krishna and Balaram to Mathura, so on the way, Krishna told Sridama, you wait here, I will go and come back. Because Sridama wouldn't tolerate if knowing Krishna would not come back. So it was told that Sridama was waiting, thinking that Krishna would come. Krishna never came because Krishna had his own agenda. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, Nityananda Prabhu said, okay, I will go and find out. So Nityananda Prabhu went to Vrindavan and he had searched all the places where they all used to gather and play. That was in Dwapar Yuga and this is now Kali Yuga. Where would he find Sridama? So he went in all the places. They are all having secret places, secret caves, secret grooves. So he found out Sridama was sitting inside a cave, weeping and crying, thinking about Krishna. He was weeping and crying, thinking about Krishna. So when Nityananda Prabhu saw, he could immediately recognize that was Sridama. So Nityananda Prabhu said, hey Sridam, what are you doing here? Come. Our Krishna has come. Caitanya has come. Come, let's join the party. He has come with a specific new mission, much more exciting than what he had. And Sridama, first of all, he was shell shocked. He said, how do you know I am Sridama? How did you even, recognize me here? Who are you? Because Nityananda Prabhu was in a different form and shape. Unlike people in Dwapar Yuga who were all very tall and well built. Even Nityananda Prabhu was well built, but in terms of the size and shape and height, he was kind of unusual for Sridama. So Nityananda Prabhu said that I am actually your Balaram. Can't you recognize me? Our Krishna has come. Sridama couldn't believe his ears, even though he was a bit excited, his eyes bulged out, but then he was still suspicious. It seems that Krishna and Balaram used to come around Giriraj Govardhan in a pretty fast way. So Nityananda Prabhu did that. He circumambulated Giriraj as Krishna and Balaram would do. And at that very moment, Sridama started jumping. Sridama started, screaming in ecstasy and said that, wow, Hari Bol, Balaram, Krishna is there, Caitanya is there. Please take me right now. I want to see him right now. Started weeping and crying. So Nityananda Prabhu said, yeah, Kanaya only asked me to bring you here, bring you from here. So please come. So when Sridhama was about to run and go along with Nityananda Prabhu, Nityananda said, if you come like this, people will get confused. Here in Kali Yuga, we have different form and shape. So Nityananda Prabhu kept his hand on Sridhama's head. And Sridhama became Abhiram Thakur. Jayapataka Maharaj, whilst explaining this, he mentioned that this Sankirtan mission that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inaugurated was not as just a sentiment. They were all not just some emotional outburst. They are all a very scientific, systematic, and a progressive process. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not try to preach in a very haphazard manner. And Jayapataka Maharaj was mentioning at the time, because on that day when he was giving Bhagavata class in Vrindavan, they were having some very important leaders meet. Those days they all used to call us RGB meeting. So he said, right now you may be thinking that all these RGB, GBC, ICC, different meetings, they are all very new to you. But it is not new. It used to exist even in those days. And then he was explaining the story and said the duty of Abhiram Thakur was, in Abhiram Thakur's room, there used to be a very big map of the entire Bengal, along with the census information of every village. And every day, a preaching report would come from different places to that office, where Abhiram Thakur used to make note of it and make an MIS report, in which he would say, this village, I've got 7,000 people. Of that, 6,000 people are chanting, 1,000 are not chanting. So send some resources there. In this village, only 2,000 are chanting, 5,000 are not chanting. So send some more resources there. So all those, planning and organization were done by, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtan party. Once again, the reason I am telling this pastime, even though it's kind of an offshoot, is revelation. The theme of our conversation is that spiritual subject matter, spiritual processes are supposed to be revealed, and the revelation come proportionate to our surrender, proportionate to our eagerness, proportionate to our enthusiasm, proportionate to our gratefulness, proportionate to our service attitude. It cannot be challenged. Even though Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu were performing their pastimes, many couldn't recognize them also as the Supreme Lord. Many could know right then and there they were Supreme Lords. When Advaita Acharya performed his prayers, his meditation for 55 years, for the Lord could come. So all the acharyas, all the great personalities' agenda is to help us see the truth, walk in that path. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission of now introducing Nityananda Prabhu is to help us recognize, identify who that great personality was, as well as that to commence the Sankirtan mission in a very full, enthusiastic and a very systematic manner. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu met and they exchanged their loving glance and loving embrace, the beauty of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so intense that Nityananda Prabhu is utilizing all his senses. His eyes, his tongue, his nose, his entire body is enjoying Mahaprabhu's company. You will read how Mahaprabhu enjoyed Nityananda Prabhu's company in the future verses. So if I want to put the whole today's conversation into a perspective, that it is our greatest fortune that we have Srila Prabhupada. I used to always tell this to our students, that if Srila Prabhupada had not come, or maybe if we had the opportunity to not associate with Vaishnavas, devotees, several basic common sense aspects of our devotional life itself would not be clear. What to speak of such an intense, ecstatic moments. So entire spiritual science is based on the concept of revelation. Somebody has to reveal to us the truth about Krishna consciousness. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed us to Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu revealed who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was. So that intensity, that association and that facility, that even till today we are made available by the blessings of Srila Prabhupada and his followers. That is why Prabhupada says his Bhaktivedanta purports are not some ordinary, scholarly treatise. Bhaktivedanta purports are nothing but Krishna's revelation. Krishna revealed himself to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada is presenting Krishna to us. So hence this process of Krishna consciousness is a very wonderful process. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu are now going to start their Sankirtan mission. Going to every town and village, knocking the doors of every house and pleading, begging everyone to take up Krishna consciousness process. So the perspective that we share today about Nityananda Prabhu's meeting with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is about the concept of revelation, revealing the truth, concept of presenting how the spiritual science is not something that we can try to learn by our endeavor. It is left to us, left to our sincerity. So we spoke about how that Krishna helping us to elevate from all aspects of irreligious practices, how Krishna elevates us from all aspects of sentimental and emotional thing, how Krishna helps us elevate by trying to give the real knowledge, trying to take us to the scientific process and engaging us to the right personality proportionate to our seriousness and sincerity. And Nityananda Prabhu is one such revelation for us. He is our Adi Guru. And to conclude the reflections, I just want to say that the process is we prepare ourselves to learn, and when we learn, we get empowerment, and when we get empowered, our anarthas will get cleansed. When anarthas will get cleansed, we will be revealed, and when we are revealed such a truth, our conviction increases. So we start with our learning. Learning happens with our sincere, humble attitude. By me staying humble, grounded, simple, inquisitive, I get to learn. When I learn, our spiritual authorities will empower. When I'm empowered in devotional service, the service will cleanse my heart. When my heart is cleansed, I will be able to see the truth that is being revealed. When I am seeing the truth, I will be able to get firmly fixed in Krishna consciousness. So this aspect of revelation about Sri Nityananda Prabhu's arrival in Nandanacharya Bhavan is an historical event, historical moment. And for us, it's going to be a very interesting journey. Now, the entire Sankirtan project, Sankirtan mission is going to take a very interesting turn of events, and there's going to be so much of transformation. So many people are going to be delivered. So this duo, Sankirtanai Kapitarav, are going to, perform their wonderful leela for which they have come, along with all their associates. So we are so thankful to Srila Prabhupada. We are so thankful to all the Vaishnavas who, in spite of our shortcomings, considered us as a a student, as a prospective candidate to get Krishna Prem, and somehow brought us to this process. So we are highly indebted to them. May their blessings be always upon us, so that we can also be part of that Sankirtan mission which Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu had started. Param Vijayate, Sri Krishna Sankirtanam ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. If there are any questions, comments, reflections, thoughts, critiques, discuss.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for such a class. It's so nice as you were relating similar events that had happened in Goswami and then with Ram. And really liked what you said. Which is, if we are humble and simple, we can really learn. So to learn first, we need to open our hearts, be humble and accept. Inquire submissively and accept. And as we are humble and we are learning, even if we are empowered, I was thinking of the process because it is wonderful, Prabhu, and you just summarized it nicely. And as you get empowered, you eventually get purified. What a beautiful realization. And as purified, you become a better devotee. So beautiful. It all starts with humility. Nothing. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Such a nice class. Very grateful. Sometimes we just for granted to call you in the last minute, but really thanks. So you make our day so wonderful by your classes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for giving some mercy to this forum. So.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for such a beautiful, beautiful class. Very nice class here, talking about how one should have a knowledge to ask the question properly to get the right answer. We always wanted to get the answer, but then we don't know how to put the question, as you are mentioning about ChatGPT. So true. If I don't put my question properly, easy way to get the answer, just I have to put in, then it will give me all the answer that I have to work hard to get it. If I need to get it, I need to work hard like hours, but then it will give me in a second. But then first of all, I have to know how to put it right. I don't know how to put, then I cannot get any time that result. So nice, Prabhuji, that I was able to relate, because I always end up not to ask the question properly because I don't know how to frame the question itself. Thank you so much, Prabhu. How beautifully you are explaining. Without Lord Nityananda's mercy, we cannot get Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed Nityananda, and Nityananda is showing Lord Chaitanya, who is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to everyone. So that is how we get contact with Lord Nityananda Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda Prabhu. So then we will get Guru's mercy. That's how we will know who is Lord Chaitanya actually. Very, very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for such a simple, easy way of understanding this concept, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Hari Bol.
Well, the idea is that always we are we are part of blame religion. We always know how to blame somebody. So it's very important for us to know that the day I give up blaming others, my spiritual life will begin. Because I blame all the time. I blame. Oh, this person has not revealed to me. This person has not helped me. The Lord has not supported me. My Guru Maharaj has not taken care of me. My family has. Every time we point fingers at others, to the extent that sometimes I used to, howl at my own Alexa and the Google Home at home. If you shout at them, what they will do? You show your anger on Alexa. Hey Alexa, you don't know this answer. Sometimes, funnily we talk to them. What they will say? You ask the right question, they will be able to give the right answer. So unlike how the materialistic world works, in Krishna consciousness, it is very simple. You please know to ask right question in a right mood to the right person for a right purpose. Then half of the problem is solved. Everything is available for us. Because Krishna is readily available. As somebody would say, that the mobile signal is available in the space. Whether it is Star TV, Moon TV, Sun TV, whatever TV you may watch, are available. The moment we have the receiver, the moment the receiver is fine-tuned to that frequency, 1 minute the signal is available. Prabhupada says, 1 minute you will get Krishna's mercy. But to get that mercy, you have to get tuned up. So these all are endeavors by our regular discussions, classes, and sometimes churning the context, cross-questioning ourselves, kindling our enthusiasm. That is how we will be able to survive this. Otherwise, just by waiting, okay, no mercy has come my way, mercy will not come your way. You have to go and hunt for one. Anyway, thank you so much for your kind words. Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Prabhuji. So true. We need to work hard to get that mercy. We just not say blame others that I'm not getting. And also you said one interesting point, that how much we surrender, that much the result is going to come. We cannot say that, okay, that I'm not getting so much of mercy, that first of all, I'm not surrendering that much so that I can get that much of mercy. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat pranams. Long time I was not able to log into the classes. I logged in towards the end, and just a humble request, Prabhu, if you have the time, and if it's okay with the organizers, if you can sing a bhajan.
Oh, sure. I will.
Yeah. The last time you sang Krishna Deva Bhajantam Bhavantam, and I just was talking to my Prabhuji, and he put that bhajan on a loop for a whole week or 10 days, and he was listening it to it day and night. So it's so amazing. So thanks so much, Prabhuji.
Sure, I will definitely sing. And for everybody's notice, last time when I sang this song, within 15 minutes, Sukasagari Mataji, practiced that and, send it back. So she's an expert. So probably I have to be very careful in singing in front of her. I will make sure that I will sing a proper tune and meter so that it is pleasing to you. I'll definitely sing. If there are any questions, I'll take it up. Otherwise, we can have a bhajan. Okay, looks like there are no questions. So we will sing a song glorifying these wonderful lords, Caitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. The very famous song which our dearest Bhakti Charu Maharaj used to sing, called Janu Lambita Bahu Jugala Kanaka Putali Gena. Ajanu Lambita Bhujo Kanakavadato Sankirtanaika Pitaro Kamalaya Vishwambaro Dvijabaro Jugadharma Palo Vande Jagat Priyakaro Karunavatar Janu Lambita Bahu Jugalam Kanakaputali Deha Arunayam Bharam Shobita Kalevaram Upamadeya Bokha Janulam Dhita Bahu Jugalam Kanakaputali Deha Arunayambara Shobita Kalevaram Upamadeya Bokha Hasavimola Bayana Kamala Dina Hridayo Saje Hasavimola Bayana Kamala Dina Hridayo Saje उन्नत घीमां सिंहजिनीयाम् उदर विग्रह राजे उन्नत गीमा सिंहजिनीयाम् उदर विग्रह राजे जानुलंबित बाहु जुगल कनक पूतली देहा अरुणयंबर शोभित कलेवर उपमादेय बोकाहा चरण नागर उजर शशधर कनय मंजरी सोहे चरण नागर उजर शशधर कनया मंजरी सोहे हेरि दिनो मणि आपना निचय रूपे जगा मन मोहे हेरि दिनो मणि आपना निचय रूपे जगा मन मोहे जानुलंबित बाहो जुगल कनक पूतली देहा अरुणयंबर शोभित कलेवर उपमदेय बोकाहा कलियुगे अवतार चैतन्य नीताय पाप पशंड नहीं माने कलियुगे अवतार चैतन्य नीताय पाप पशंड नहीं माने श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य ठाकुर नित्यानंद वृंदावन दास गुण गाने श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य ठाकुर नित्यानंद वृंदावन दास गुण गाने जानुलंबित बाहु जुगल कनक पूतली देहा अरुणयंबर शोभित कलेवर उपमदेय बोकाहा जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल Translation. His arms extend to his knees and he appears to be like a golden doll. His form is adorned with a cloth that has the color of the rising sun. His beauty is incomparable. His magnanimous form shines brightly with a beautiful smile radiating from his lotus-like face. His large and prominent chest and broad shoulders are even more majestic than a lion's. His toenails are brighter than the full moon and golden ankle bells adorn them. Seeing his exquisite beauty to be more brilliant than the sun, the entire world becomes enchanted. The incarnations for the age of Kali are Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Without considering whether one is sinful or a miscreant, they distribute their mercy. Vrindavan Dasa sings glory of these two personalities, his worshipable lords, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sai Gaurav Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, Prabhu. Very, very beautiful.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the sweet bhajan, full of bhakti. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Well, Prabhuji, thank you so much for this beautiful bhajan, and your class was really wonderful. I just realized we have a long way to go. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. If there are no more questions or anything, can we end the call here, Prabhu? We'll offer our obeisances to you and all the Vaishnavas assembled here. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Ramgiridhari Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai. Jai.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Prabhuji. We are